everyone, welcome to Rajai Study Group. Today is Saturday. I am Drishti and today we are going to discuss a very important topic, Jallikattu. This has been in news for a while, since 2011 now. So basically revolving around the issue of animal rights versus culture, right? So Supreme Court ने recently अपना verdict दिया है इसके ऊपर and let's discuss why this is important, right? आपका इंडियन एक्सप्रेस में बहुत अच्छा आर्टिकल आया था, सुप्रीम कोर्ट हैज़ बैक्ड तमिलनाडु's पोजीशन ऑन जल्लीकट्टू. सो इफ यू वांट, आई एम गिविंग यू द सोर्स, यू कैन रीड इट फ्रॉम हियर, राइट? नाउ व्हाई दिस वाज इन न्यूज़? दिस वाज इन न्यूज़ बिकॉज अ five judge bench of Supreme Court has held the amendments which were made by the governments of Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra and Karnataka to the Prevention of Cruelty Animals Act, PCA Act of 1960, which has allowed bull taming sports like Jallikattu, Kambala and bullock cart races. ठीक है, different states में it is known by different names, but the culture wholly solely revolves around the bulls itself. So तीनों ही स्टेट्स में देयर वर अमेंडमेंट्स मेड एंड सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने अभी इसमें तमिलनाडु गवर्नमेंट को बैक करा है. क्या है पूरा डिटेल देखते हैं. First, let's start with what is Jallikattu. So, Jallikattu is basically your bull taming sport. It is your bull taming sport which is traditionally played in Tamil Nadu as a part of your Pongal. Pongal is your harvest festival where it is celebrated to pray for the bountiful harvest that you receive during the harvest season, right? Now, for a very long time this has been contested over cruelty to animals. So आपका bull taming जो sport है, it has been continuously revolving around कि it is very cruel to the animals, and just for the sake of fun and pleasure of the human beings we have been treating animals in a very wrong way. So that is the whole point of it and इसके ऊपर ही पूरा point contention अड़ा हुआ है. Now if you talk about significance of Pongal and Jallikattu, so Pongal is the chief harvest festival in Tamil Nadu which is celebrated as a measure of thanksgiving for bountiful harvest, and there are certain rituals where they honorize the cattle. Now Jallikattu की अगर हम बात करें, it is a bull taming event and it is an integral part of festival which showcases the strength and skills of farm hands in southern area of Tamil Nadu. ठीक है. Now if we talk about arguments in favor, what are the arguments that are given in the favor of Jallikattu? So पहला argument which is given is native breed conservation. Now जितने भी इसके leaders हैं, they say that this whole process of Jallikattu bull taming sport, it helps in the promotion and preservation of native livestock which is very speedily, very fastly being intruded by the alien species which are being brought from abroad and continuously wiping out the native species. Now it has cultural significance. Jallikattu की अगर हम बात करें तो it has been known to be practiced during Tamil classical period which dates from 400 to 100 BCE, particularly in your Sangam text, Sangam literature. आपका AMC का बहुत important part आता है, Sangam literature से question आता ही आता है पेपर में, right? Then man animal relationship को ये promote करता है, ऐसा the leaders of Jallikattu they have been saying, and it is a part of agrarian pride. So they say that the whole taming sport actually has a complicated relationship between the owners of the cattle and people who have been practicing the sport, and it is sort of a pride movement, pride thing, think of pride for the people who have been practicing it, and ये इंटीग्रल पार्ट है उनके कल्चर का. Meanwhile, there are certain issues with the sport that have been pointed out. पहला है human deaths. So it's a very violent sport. ठीक है, it's a very risky sport because bull is an untamed animal when put through all that sport field, right? And वहाँ पे the bull has horns, and because of that a lot of casualties happen, a lot of fatalities happen. So that is the tricky part. So a lot of human deaths happen. That is why it is said it has to be regulated. Then manhandling of animals. So animals are treated very cruelly. They are just treated as an objects of pleasure. So वहाँ पे इस चीज़ को बहुत ज़्यादा एक issue बनाया गया है. They are painted and they are scared for their lives, for which we people derive pleasure out of. So this has been one point of contention there. Then we talk about cruelty to animals. So before the bull is released, it includes prodding the bull with sharp sticks, right? They poke the bull with sickles, ठीक है, sticks or skites, ठीक है, and which ultimately can cause physical as well as mental damage to the animal. That has been one of the major issue. Then animal intoxication. So for the bull to be charged, to be in its primal form, to be able to play that sport, sometimes the bull is forced to feed on liquor, and many a times their eyes are rubbed with chilies, which is absolutely cruel on the part of the animal. So that has been one of the major issue that has been brought up इस पूरे जो आपके sport है उसके अंदर. Now what are the associated legal interventions? टाइम एंड अगेन क्या क्या हुआ है. 2011 की अगर हम बात करें, सो सेंटर एडेड बुल्स टू द लिस्ट ऑफ एनिमल्स whose training in exhibition is prohibited, right? पहले छोटे छोटे गाँव में मंडियाँ लगती थी जहाँ पे bulls were exhibited and from there they were bought, ठीक है. So 2011 में सेंटर ने उस चीज़ को prohibit करा. Then 2014 में आया a very important case. Case's name is एनिमल वेलफेयर बोर्ड ऑफ इंडिया वर्सेस ए नागराज केस, एंड यहाँ पे सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बैन लगा दिया ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ऑन द ग्राउंड्स ऑफ क्रूएल्टी टू एनिमल्स, राइट. 2018 की बात आई, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने रेफर कर दिया ये पूरा इशू टू अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बेंच, जिसके 5 जज बेंच ने अभी आपका एक वर्डिक्ट दिया है. नाउ बोन ऑफ कंटेंशन यहाँ पे ये है कि प्रिवेंशन ऑफ क्रूएल्टी टू जो एनिमल्स का एक्ट है, कंडक्ट ऑफ जलीकट्टी रूल्स 2017, दीज were the certain laws which were enacted by these 3 states, and they actually reopened the doors despite a 2014 ban जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने लगाया था. उसके बाद भी these reopened the doors in particular states for the जलीकट्टू स्पोर्ट टू टेक प्लेस. नाउ यहाँ पे जो जुडिशरी से डायरेक्ट कन्फ्लिक्ट में आ रही थी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स, उसका पूरा इशू था. नाउ तमिलनाडु एक्ट के ऊपर सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने क्या कहा है, द टॉप कोर्ट, द सुप्रीम कोर्ट हैज हेल्ड दैट तमिलनाडु का जो अमेंडमेंट एक्ट है, इट इज़ नॉट अ पार्ट ऑफ कलरेबल लेजिस्लेशन. सो नाउ दिस टॉपिक पर्टिकुलरली कैन कम इन योर प्रीलिम्स एज वेल. व्हाट इज मेंट बाय कलरेबल लेजिस्लेशन, ये आपका पॉलिटी का इंटीग्रल पार्ट है, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक, टाइम एंड अगेन न्यूज़ में रहता है, तो प्रीलिम्स के हिसाब से भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. नाउ डॉक्ट्रिन ऑफ कलरेबल लेजिस्लेशन ये बोलता है कि अगर लेजिस्लेचर लैक कर रहा है किसी चीज़ के जुरिस्डिक्शन में एक पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक पे लॉ एनैक्ट करने के लिए, तो वो उसमें डायरेक्टली अगर इंटरफेयर नहीं कर सकता, तो इनडायरेक्टली दे कैन नॉट बैन इट और रिस्ट्रिक्ट इट एनी हाउ और सो हाउ, राइट. सो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इस पर्टिकुलर केस में कहा है दिस पूरा केस सिनारियो ऑफ जलीकट्टू falls under colorable legislation wala, and Tamil Nadu Amendment Act is not a piece of it. Now it also relates to entry 17 of list 3rd of 7th schedule to the constitution, which is against the cruelty to animals. Now previous जो verdict है 2014 का, ए नागराज वर्सेस एनिमल वेलफेयर बोर्ड ऑफ इंडिया का जो केस था उसको ओवरटर्न कर दिया है, एंड कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बेंच ने यहाँ पे एम्फसाइज करा है दैट जलीकट्टू इज समथिंग विच इज़ एन इंटीग्रल पार्ट एंड इट इज़ अ पार्ट ऑफ तमिलनाडुज हेरिटेज, कल्चरल हेरिटेज, एंड उसको ऐसे ही आप ओवरकम नहीं कर सकते हो. 2017 का जो अमेंडमेंट हुआ है, इट डज नॉट वायलेट फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज एंड फंडामेंटल राइट्स. कोर्ट ने क्या कहा है, 2017 का अमेंडमेंट है, इट डज नॉट वायलेट आर्टिकल 51A एंड 51AH, G and H. 51AG imposes duties on Indian citizens to protect the environment. Similarly, H part deals with developing scientific temper, spirit of inquiry and reform. It also held that the amendment didn't violate Article 14 right to equality and Article 21 right of life of the Constitution. Now, अगर हम other states की बात करें, in some other states of the similar sports, for example, Kambala. Now, Karnataka too has passed a law to save जो आपका similar sport है called Kambala. Except Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, जहाँ पे bull taming and racing continue to be organized, these sport remained banned in all other states, including आपका आंध्र प्रदेश, पंजाब and महाराष्ट्र. From जो 2014 का बैन लगा था, तब से ये चीज़ बैंड है. Now, अगर हम इस पूरे टॉपिक का सार देखें, to conclude it, ultimately we have to reach a midpoint where we are not cruel to the animals, but we are also not hampering the age old cultural practices, right? Tradition and culture should be considered in the rights discourse, जहाँ पे आपका दोनों चीज़ें hand in hand चले. If you get an answer in mains, this is how you should be concluding it, right? So this is all about this topic for today, and if you guys have any doubts, you can mention them in comments. I'll try taking them up in next class. Till then, stay tuned and keep learning, keep watching. Thank you so much. Bye bye.